Right, let's move on to the next excellence question. And that's question 2, I believe. C. Okay, so we have an L-shaped model is to be made from the following sketch. So it's drawing. And what is the parameter of this model in terms of x, right? We asked to find out parameter. No. So we combine measurements over here. Simply understanding this question is basically based on definition of what is parameter, right? Which means the surrounding boundary, the length add together, right? So just like a little person walking around that shape, and what the distance that that person walked. So that's parameter. So if I say, okay, all right, if this is 1, this is 2, and this is going to be 2, and this is 1, what this parameter is going to be? Just you add all of them together. You add 2 with 1, and 2, and 1, right? Now for this one parameter, it's slightly interesting because it's expressed as an algebraic expression, but no big difference, right? So if I make up the question in terms of number, let's have a look. So if that's 2, and I'm just making up this one, right? If that's 5, and that's 2, and if that's 2, right? That's probably will give us some idea. All right, so let's have a look. And so we're going to walk on 2 over here. What's that going to be? That's actually the difference between 5. Should I say that's the difference between 5 and 2, right? So hence, we understand this part, you add 2, give it 5. So hence, that's going to be 3. Or 5 minus 2. And then you continue, add that 2, add that 2. What is this part? This part is really made up from that 2 and that 2. So hence, that's going to be 4. Right? And then you go back and add that 5. Right? Basically, that's the understanding of that. So let's have a look. What is parameter going to be? So I have 2 there. And you have something missing there, right? So certainly this part is made up of this big one minus the smaller one, right? So that's, well, we'll cover lots of things over there. So the big one, small one, okay, which is 12x plus 1 and minus 2x plus 3. Okay, that's fine. All right, let's stick with that. So hence that's equals to 12x plus 1 minus 2x minus 3. That's give you 10x minus 2. All right, so that's that part. And this is known, this is known. What is this part? Okay, this part is really the 2 and come down and the 4x minus 2. So hence 2 plus 4x minus 2. That's equals to 4x. All right, so hence now we have all the sides. So just add together 2 plus 10x minus 2 plus 4x minus 2 plus 2x plus 3 and plus 4x and plus 12x plus 1. No panic, same story, just probably lots of stuff, right? Let's have a look and highlight the things that we can add together, like 10x, 4x, 2x, 4x, 12x. So we have 10 plus 4 plus 2, so that's plus 4, that's 20 so far, and 32, so hence 32x. And then we count the number, plus 2, minus 2, that's gone. And then so minus 2, and plus 3, that's 1, and plus 1, that's 2. That's it. So that's for the first one. First question. I'm not sure I can see it. Probably can, right? For this question, if you have this correct answer, that's excellence. All right. Straightforward. Excellence question. Interesting. Now, of course, on the way, and you can figure out the missing part, and you will have achieved and some merit points over here. Okay. All right. So next one. the area of the model is 92. So, okay, we still have to use this. Let's have a look. The area of model, if I want this whole thing out. Okay, now the area, I can actually chop them into pieces and just make it slightly easier. I'm not sure which one. Probably this line is, if you draw this line, number one, this is composite shape, right? The area is made up of two rectangles. The first one, right? So the first one actually have the base is 2, the height is 12x plus 1. What is the area of rectangle? Base times height. Excellent. So that's going to be base, which is 2, right? Base times height. That's the first area. And then we have another rectangle over here. That's also rectangle, of course, and the base is right here and the height is over here. So hence the second one, the area is going to be base times height. Now, what this actually testing is expansion, of course, expanding the whole time. And the first one is testing you simplifying and recognize like terms. So the first one is 2 times this guy and this guy, so hence 24x and plus 2. And then the second one, you have 2 brackets, and that's wonderful. So you have FOIL first. Let's just do one at a time. First, you have 8x squared. Outside 12x, and inside -4x, and last -6. So if you combine like term, and we can see 8x squared there, and then I just highlight the like terms. Everything contains x. So 24x, and then plus 12x, and so 36 altogether, minus 4. So that's equals to 32. And then you have number and plus 2 minus 6, so minus 4. So that's equals to 92. Okay, to make things slightly complicated, we have to solve for this case. That's the equation, that's not expression. Question number 1 is expression, not equation. So we asked to solve this. That's fine. Alright, let's tidy up. Number 1, we're going to move for the numbers to left hand side. We want to leave the 0 to the other side. So hence it's going to be 8x squared plus 32x, and then minus 4 minus 92 equals 0. So if you tidy up the number, let's have a look. No rush. So minus 96 equals 0. The number is actually quite nice, right? We do realize the number before x squared is not 1. We can use double R, that's fine. Okay, I always remind you, when you're dealing with this, factorizing or solving quadratics, you want to have a look on whether that coefficient before x is contained all the way across as a factor. 8. 32. Is it 32 multiple of 8? Yeah. 96. Is 96 multiple of 8? Yeah. Alright, so hence we can divide everything by 8. Of course, that's divided by 8, and but it's still 0, so it doesn't make difference. So hence x squared plus, what times 8 give you 32? 4. What times 8 give you 96? Use your brain. No calculator. 12. Okay, that's a lot easier, right? That's a lot easier. X, two numbers timed together equals to -12. Add together equals to 4. So 1, 12, and 2, 6, and 3, and 4. Okay, you can see this one is the 1, so we want to have negative and smaller, so hence is -12, -2, and positive 6. That's equals 0, so hence x equals to 2 over -6. But just hold on a minute. We're dealing with the area and sides, right? Area and sides. So if negative actually make me concerned a little bit. So if the sides, the length should not be negative, but this is talking about x, right? X equals 2, that's totally fine. X equals -6. Let's have a look. If you have x equals -6, that's really big. If you have negative 6 times 12, that's negative 72. Plus 1, that's certainly negative sides of the length. That's not correct. So hence, we cannot accept this. And so now, because the length can not be negative, so x cannot be equals to negative 6. Therefore, x can only be equals to 2. Yeah, that's the solution. That's also an excellent question. So correct answer over here. If you done the expansion correct, and then of course that will be you have achieved the point. And if you simplify it correctly, and then also if you set up equation correctly, that's 3 things combined. Even you have all the answers wrong, that's a merit. Okay, because there's 3 or more procedures over here. So set up equation and expand correctly and simplify it correctly, which means if you have this one, if you end up over here, that's merit. And over here, that's excellent. Thank you.